Kayak Fishing Tales is brought to you by Ocean Kayak, makers of the Trident series of fishing kayaks and the new Torque, featuring a Minn Kota motor. Heroes on the Water is a volunteer-driven program that assists injured service members with their physical and mental recovery by introducing them to the therapeutic qualities of fishing from kayaks. The program has proven to offer invaluable relief from the stresses of combat and rehabilitation and is rapidly expanding throughout America. But this is an extra special event because it's drawn virtually all the big names in kayak fishing together in one spot.
CASA became involved with Heroes on the Water largely through a relationship that we had with an active duty major at Brooke Army Medical Center. Major Roberson had been chatting with us, and it turns out that the guys who founded CASA were all ex-military. So we have immediately a very deep place in our heart for our brothers in arms.
They're just young guys, kids pretty much, you know, and they all have great attitudes when they get out. You know, it's like taking some 21-year-old guys out fishing. It's no different. I mean, these guys come out and their attitudes are great, and they enjoy themselves, and you know, you could just tell it's, I guess, you know, when you're going through therapy, something like this is just a way to, you know, blow off steam, relax without, you know, without having to think about a lot of other things. It's a way to clear the mind.
We have a lot of our soldiers that are out here just catching fish left and right. Last night and yesterday, in fact, they were the first ones to catch a fish yesterday, so that was a wonderful thing. And what these guys are doing for us out here is just amazing. And I mean, we're getting lots of good smiles out of some very nice young men that we know are the ones that went over there and did great things for us in other countries, and they do great things for us every day, and just to see them smile, I love it.
We recognize how it truly benefits our soul to be out on the water. I mean, it's a really great experience to kayak fish. Everybody has experienced the stresses of day-to-day working in their business and what that does. And getting out on the water is a way to release all of that. You can escape it. And the folks that are going through Brooke Army Medical Center was our first experience. Have those issues and more. So all of a sudden they've found a new life skill that they can take with them, that they can be as active as anybody else out there in the environment, enjoying it just like the average Joe. So it's really powerful stuff.
Right now, you know, they're going through a turning point in their lives, and where, you know, they either have to make decisions to still be a soldier, or whether or not they're going to not be a soldier anymore. So in this point in their life, they need good people to keep them moving in that right direction.
I think one of the neatest things about our program, we can talk about this more, is what this does for the guys with not only with physical injuries, but the mental injuries. I think kayak fishing for the guys with PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, TBI, which is traumatic brain injury, what this does for those guys is awesome. And the other part of that, because of the camaraderie that we have as kayak fishermen tend to, I call it band of brothers, band of kayak fishermen. We tend to be pretty well adjusted to each other and have a great time with each other, and we get to stimulate these guys, give them an outlet to get together and see us and join us. And I think after last night, some of them have really bit into that concept big time.
Yeah. As far as the rehabilitation specialists at Walter Reed and at the hospital we deal with in Richmond, they said this is probably one of the few events when these guys get back to the hospital, they're bragging about it to the other soldiers. You got to do this. You got to try this kayak fishing, man. This stuff is awesome, and they really like the results of that. That's the type, you know, it's part of the process of getting these guys back into where they need to be, back in the, you know, the population where they're, you know, not thinking about what happened across the ocean, and get back to life, you know.
I'm so stoked about getting in that kayak right now. I don't even care if it's windy. Let's go.
And we're very patriotic, and we do deeply appreciate what these boys and girls are doing for us over there. And I'm just completely honored for them to ask me to be a part of it and be able to participate in getting these guys out on the water. It's just one of those things that we just, you should, no, they didn't even have to ask me to do it. It's just, I believe so much in what those guys do for us that it's just a great way to pay them back.
We have a lot of bright young men out here that are just, they just had some tough times over there. They went through some things over there that I hope you know, not too many more people will ever have to go through, but it's our job, that's what we do. And they'll make it through their times, but you know, they're all doing good though. And they're gonna get through it though. That's the thing.
For more tips and your chance to win a fantastic kayak fishing package that includes an Ocean Kayak Trident fishing kayak and ex officio clothing, visit kayakfishingshow.com.